Dog's got a pig on the road. I've got the pig. This is the exciting bit I love about pig hunting. Puggy getting up in the morning, going for a jog. Good dogs. Don't let it go, bud. Come down with it. He's done it. Good man. If I'm butchering a bull or even a horse, I'll use this old snap block here because it's bulletproof. But generally for doing animals, I use this one here from Crackling products. Anything between 100 and 200 pounds, it's good. And it's also got a lockable system you can operate with one hand. Last night we caught a nice pig, so I had the scales because the weight of a pig's important to a pig hunter. But the trouble is that where I do my butchering here, as you can see, it's winter time now and the leaves have come off the tree, this old oak tree, and the area is sunny. So I have shifted my pig to a cool area, and that's where this system here, the Nifty Lift pulley system, comes in real handy. And I'm going to take it over to my pig, which is in the cool here at the farm. So what I've done is I've just parked the truck, you can see over by the fuel tank there. Look at the pig on the back, and this little pulley system, which is so portable, is really brilliant for doing heavy animals. This area here is good. I picked this area because it's got a tree. I could probably hang it from that tree there, and I've got the wind coming through over there. It's nice and cool, and I'm out of the sun. Look at the fat on this pig. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys what I do with the inside fat, because this is the gold. Look at the fat in that. A lot of guys throw it away, and it's actually really valuable. Over in Europe, this is what all the chefs use. They use it for making leaf lard. And leaf lard is probably the best fat for cooking with because it's got no smell. It's a pure fat and cooks up really well, but you've got to break it down. You've got to sort of, I'll show you how to do that process of making leaf lard, rendering the fat it's called. Now where's my lock falling down? Oh, it's down there, right. So this Nifty Lift, it's a 4:1 ratio. So just pull the bastard and it lifts. And for a wee fella like me, it's bloody good having something like this where you can lift the whole pig up by yourself, because that's about 100, well, it's 107 pound, that pig. There she goes. Now it's locked in. She ain't going to go anywhere. Sorted. Before I start taking the skin off this, I'm going to pull out this fat that's up on the inside here. It's just coming away easy, so I'm going to try and hold the phone here, and I can't do it, but you can see what's coming away. So I'm going to pull the rest of that out. Don't know if I can do it with one hand to show you. Oh, there we go. Just pulls out easy. Look at the fat on it. Oh, mate. It's got some serious hinu. Look at that. Just coming away nicely there. Real good fat. Let's keep on pulling. Right, we'll do the rest and put it in the bowl and show you. But look at the colour of it. It's so white. The rest of it should come away. And with a bit of luck, it should have a kidney in it somewhere, because this is the fat that goes around the kidneys, and that's how you know it's good for the leaf lard. That's broken off. And here we have it. Our kidneys are going to stay behind. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, mate. That's beautiful. So I've got a wee pot over here I'm going to stick it in, because I want to keep it clean. It's got my bloodied hands on it a little bit. I'm going to poke in here. I've got some plastic bags in here too for other bits and pieces, but that can go straight in there. This is what we're going to be using to render down and make leaf lard. And as I said before, this is a fat that's really revered by a lot of chefs in Europe. We'll trim the bits of meat off, and I will show you the process of rendering. Got a bit of wood in there. Let's come out of the bush. What do you expect? Right from the tip of the pig's tail up its spine, if you look in there, you can see where I've cut it. It's split up there. You can see it's a bit easier to see. Right to its head, through between the ear and the eye. So there's the ear, then there's the, sorry, there's the eye there, there's the ear, and I've cut around the side. I'm just going to pull that strip down, and this leg here I've done a strip up there, and just like taking these strips out, and as you can see there's a lot of fat. This pulls down very easy, and we'll start pulling this one down, working with the knife. Same thing will apply, and the whole side will come off. We'll come back to it. Hasn't taken long to get down to this. You can see I'm just about getting all the fat off. I'm trying to retain it. I probably went a bit too deep in with my knife down here, but I'm keeping it on and just pulling it down, and it's coming away pretty good. Normally I can pull the skin up by myself, but this big fat bitch is so hard, so we've got the winch and the old Toyota Land Cruiser. Let's go. Not bad at all. Happy days. Oh, that's looking good. Hell yeah. Nice. Oh, very nice. Beautiful. Oh, the old dog bit up there, eh? That's probably when it stopped the pig when it's run down the hill. Look at that. Here we go. Tail's even going to come off strip. Look at that. Like a bloody machine. It is a machine. Woohoo! Don't you break. Not now. Look at the pressure on it. Stretch it out. It's going to come up. Oh, as far as it's going to go. She's all right down here. It's choking a bit. Would you look at that? It's just got so much hinu on it. Hinu's a Māori word for fat. For you guys overseas watching this that don't know. Beautiful. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm going to show you how to make leaf lard. And probably the most underused fat. In fact, most pig hunters I know, when they're gutting a pig, they just tear it away and throw it on the ground, not realising it's a very valuable fat. Chefs in Europe love it, and for good reason. It's very low in the bad omega-6 and very high in the good omega-3. But you need to render it down. So here in my kitchen right now, I'm just heating up the camp oven. Not too much, just getting all the bits that were in there dried off. I'm just giving it a clean, a wash. And here is my fat. This is the fat I've taken from inside the kidneys of the pig. This is a beautiful fat. So you've got two sides, one that was around each side of the kidneys. What I'm going to do first is get rid of that bowl, and I'm going to cut this into squares, but I'm going to get rid of all the bits of meat because I don't want any meat, and I'm going to put all the clear bits in here. Right, I've cut one half into strips. You can see the bits left over that had a bit of meat and blood on them. That's the other one still to cut up. Now, if you had like one of those things you just stick the meat in and turn around and around and they make mince, or make hamburger meat, that would be perfect. I don't have one, so I'm going to cut these up further now into little squares. That's one side, just cut into nice squares. I haven't got all the bits of meat off, but enough for me. That's what it looks like before, so we're going to do that side next. This was a pig that my dog Poe caught in the forestry. It was a 107-pound sow, fat as, good nick. She got there pretty quick, found it, it's a nest, and caught it. And look at the condition of it. So this is going to make a fantastic clear lard, but we're going to have to render it down. So I'm going to cut this one up now, smack that on, and carry on with the process. It's just about a full salad bowl of fat, cut into nice squares, and that's left over what we sort of left behind with the meat. That'll be dog tucker. So what we're going to do now is put this in the camp oven. You can see down here, I've got a low heat on the camp oven. Now if you haven't got one of these, you can use a slow cooker. Check out my spoon. Clay Tool Stories. Young Mushroom I take pig hunting gave me that. So I'm going to whack all this here into there and give it a stir up. I've got a very low heat. If you want to make this process go faster, then you have your heat up, but you'll get a browner leaf lard, not so clear. The slower, the clearer. G'day mate, would you like a bit of leaf lard? Bet you would, eh? There you go, tear into it. It's your dinner. You know, this has got a very high amount of vitamin D in it too, leaf lard. It's a healthy fat. I won't go on about all the health properties of it and why it's a good fat. Just Google leaf lard and do your own research, but it's actually heart healthy. Everything in moderation, but if you're on a ketogenic diet, this is what you want. There's plenty of this. So this one I'm doing, it's a pig I've caught myself, so it's organic. It's a wild pig, believe it or not. You don't get many wild pigs this fat. My dogs are going exceptionally well right now, so we've got plenty of tucker. You can see already the bottom's starting to... I'm moving it around a bit. I've probably got the heat up a wee bit too much. Just want to render it real slow. Going to whack the lid on that and come back to a bit later and see how it's looking. While that's all rendering down, let's take the pig dogs for a walk. We caught a big boar yesterday and it injured most of my dogs to some extent. Hey Pace, he's got the collar of shame on, or the cone of shame. He's got quite a few rips. He's wagging his tail, and that's the puppy Chad. Come on Chad, there we go. He copped a nasty one on the head, his head's swollen up. They've all been to the vet, had antibiotics. You going to come out B, or are you going to stay there mate? Hey, you going to stay in there? Come on mate, we're going for a walk. Hey, you come for a walk? You want to stay in your house, eh? Come on. He doesn't want to get his feet wet. For those of you guys outside of New Zealand, don't really quite understand what animals we have here. We have no native animals other than the bat. Everything else is native birds. So pigs that we hunt, they're an introduced species. They were introduced by Captain Cook, and pigs are prolific breeders. What determines how many piglets they have is the food source. So the harder us hunters hunt them, the more the food source bounces back, and that in turn means that the sows have bigger litters. So a sow can actually throw 2 litters a year if she's in good condition, and each litter can bring up to 10 or even 12 piglets, and those piglets can have babies themselves after 6 months old. Gives you an idea of how quickly they breed. These pig dogs, what we use to catch them, the reason we use a dog is the pigs are in thick bush. You cannot go in there and shoot them, you wouldn't see them. They're undercover and the dogs find them and we dispatch them with a knife. The reason we don't shoot them is because the dogs are holding them, and that would give the dog muzzle blast or even shoot through and hit the dog itself, and we don't want that because our dogs are very precious to us. Aren't they, Chad? Yes, they are, mate. Very precious. If we didn't control the pigs, they would get out of control and the government would have to poison them, because there is nothing that naturally predates on pigs in New Zealand. We don't have wolves running around, so we keep the numbers down, and in turn we feed our families, and that's where this leaf lard is coming from today. The boar we caught yesterday smacked this fella right in the head, and Pace, well, as you can see, he's been stitched up all over. He got one on the back leg, he got one in his bum, he's stitched up there, he's stitched under his chin. It was a nasty boar. We caught it, but it nearly took the life of this fella. He copped a few nasty ones, one right under his neck that could have easily killed him, really close to his carotid artery. And Poe also got one under her chin, didn't you, Poe? She got ripped under here. There's a wee hole in there, you can see. Puppy's trying to jump up while I'm filming, making it very difficult to do me vlog, mate, but you're so cute, I forgive you. He's a character, this guy. Yes, he is. You can render down other parts of the pig. You can render down belly fat, which is different to the inside fat around the kidneys, and you can render down back fat. But both of those fats will have a piggy smell, and there'll be nothing as clear, or as good for you for that matter, as leaf lard, which is around the kidneys. But there's nothing wrong with using that fat either. I've used it for doing fish and that, but you do sometimes get that piggy taste. So we'll go back inside now and see how that's doing. It's been going for about, well, half an hour. It's a very slow process to do. I know what you can smell, mate. Yes, I do. Let's have a look at it. It's been going for about half an hour. Just starting to render down nicely. Could even come down a bit further. Let's heat here. How's the heat looking? Oh, it's pretty low. Yeah, can't go much further. She's looking good. So what we're going to end up with, once we've separated this, is we're going to have these nice cracklings, which are really great to put on soups, on salads. They're really nice. And you love them, don't you, mate? That's what you're licking your lips waiting for. You can smell it. He's licking his lips, aren't you, boy, eh? Hey? Yeah. No, this is for us, mate. You can hear him licking his lips. Let's give it a bit of a stir. Yeah, boy. Smells good, doesn't it, eh? Yeah, it's looking good. Right, just leave that for maybe another 20 minutes and come back and check it, see how it's looking. But so far, it smells good. It looks good. Not yet, Bruno. Bruno, come. Would you like some scraps? Hey, boy. Here, mate. Here we go. It's a bit old fat with some meat on. Got that? Pretty quick. This is the leftover stuff from what I was rendering down. Can't do much with it other than give it to the dogs. Here, boy. Here's a treat. Don't take my hand off. Good dog. There's your good boy. You still want some, eh? No, you've had enough. Let's have a look and see how we're getting on with that leaf lard. That's rendered down quite a bit. Starting to pop a bit now. Hasn't got much smell to it. That's what you can smell, doesn't it, mate? You sure can. Don't blame you licking your lips. Alright, one last piece. There you go. Gentle. Ah, fuck! Oh, that hurt. He didn't mean to, but it got me. I should do a slow motion replay and show you what that looked like. That was my fingers in the end. You bit my finger. Yes, you did. That hurt. I've got some mutton cloth, a couple of bits doubled over in this jar here with a snap lid, and that's what I'm going to strain now, my leaf lard. I'm going to put straight into that. I've still got a bit of fat left. I'm going to take this off here and pop it back into there. I think we'll get another jar out of this yet. Easily. Whoop this off and see how it's looking. See how we're looking here. Well, that looks good. Not bad at all. It's pretty good. I think we'll get probably half a jar more of what's left in the pot. Alright, this went well. Let's take the top off this one. We got almost another jar. It's a clearer one, I think. Maybe I'm imagining it. I know what it is. As it cools down, it goes whiter. That one there's a bit older. And left in here is this here, which I'm gonna put back on the element. And we're gonna whack a bit of salt in that and fry it up. You could put it in a skillet, or you could just leave it in the camp oven that you've got, like I've got here. So it's gonna go back over here onto the heat. I got these in cold water just to cool them off a bit because they're quite hot. These guys are starting to crackle up a bit. Gonna add some salt. They smell good, eh boy? I've added a couple of good grinds of pink Himalayan salt. Just this stuff here. Don't want to burn it, just want to crackle up a bit more. Yeah, smells good, eh? Oh yeah, I'll be licking my lips too, son. You want some more fat, eh? Well, don't take your bloody finger off this time. Okay, gentle, easy, easy. Because last time it hurt. Now you want some more? Yeah, easy, gentle. Yeah, eat up. I don't really trust you, mate. Some more? Gentle on the finger. Ooh, close. Right, this is ready, I reckon. I'll turn the pan off. It's starting to smoke a bit. I'm going to poke it onto this here. Just to let it all sort of drain a bit. Before I bag this up, I'm just going to make a wee treat for myself. Just for my work. It's enough, I'll get greedy. These are cooled down enough now to lit up. The one on the right, you can see it's already cooled quite a bit and how white it's going to be. The one left is cooled from the bottom where I had it in a sink of water. I've sealed my cracklings. They can go in the fridge and they'll last probably up to a week in there with salt. And here's my treat. All my hard work. How's it taste? Mate. You can get real piggy and just eat that by itself for a long time. It tastes so good, it's got to be good for you. Anyway, that's my vlog on making leaf lard. If you're a hunter, don't waste that inside fat, it's valuable and you get some nice crunchy cracklings out of it and a really good quality fat. Good luck with your hunting, your fishing, your collecting, your growing, going out getting whatever you can to sustain yourself and be good. If you can't be good, well, be careful. See you later.